Hey everybody, it's Joy Packard. It is a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. It is, I think this morning we woke up and it was like 59 degrees, and now it's going to be getting up to like 80 degrees. So my kids always make fun of me that I talk about the weather, but the weather is so amazing. And so it's been some time since I made a live video, and I had somebody private message me and say, hey, I miss your videos. And so I wanted to take a break from working, and I was actually going to be drinking some of this green juice. I'm not sure how many of you guys drink green juice, but this is cold pressed, and I usually make my own juice, but today I am drinking, let's see what this one has. I forgot this has like kale and spinach and ginger and lemon and like one green apple. Hey Mary, how you doing? And so anyway, those of you who, have asked me about green juice, that's what I do. I try and drink at least one a day. I'm not perfect at it. It just, it's almost like medicine to me. It helps me just feel better. So I wanted to, watch the sugar. There's hardly any apples in here. So there's like one small green, half of a green apple, and the rest is vegetables and lemon. So, I don't really like to drink some of those ones that you can buy at the store that do. They have tons and tons of sugar in it. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a couple of things that have been in my mind. And one of the things that I wanted to share with you, there's 2 or 3 things I was going to share with you today. One of them is talking about clutter. And, I've been really working on, I was listening to something the other day about having our space cleared so that our mind can be clear. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I'm not sure about you, but like when I go to sleep at night, I kind of go through each of the rooms of my house and make sure that each of the kids have what they need for lunch or whatever. And it's cleaning clutter. I've been hi Kit. I've been kind of taking a couple of items. A lot of you know that I sell on Amazon, and so what I've been doing is actually I've been getting on some of these local sites. A lot of you have local Facebook marketplace, and you have local groups that you can sell your stuff in, and so I've been kind of trying that out, kind of cleaning out house. My daughter and I have been doing some garage selling. So why do I bring that up? Well, I know it really does, and for me, I think that with clutter, it's like, as when I can clear a space, like, whatever space, like I was telling you, I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they were talking about that, about your environment and what's around you. And, for me, that really helps me whenever I know that my space is clear. Like, I'm not sure if you're one of those people that need your desk to be clear before you can work, and I'm kind of like that. And so I like my space to be that way. And I've been taking, basically, one thing that I've been doing, and maybe this can help you too, is every day I take some, as I'm walking through the house or whatever, and I see some items that we don't need, and it's just clutter in the house. And so we've been basically taking, the stuff around and putting it on this garage sale, and it's selling just like that. And I think that has helped, it's almost like every single day I work on just a little bit of getting rid of clutter. And then, just like even in this office, my husband moved to a different office, and now I get this to myself. And I've just been slowly, every day, I don't have to spend like a whole bunch of hours, because, it's so hard to, endlessly spend that time doing that, right? But if you just spend a little bit of time every day decluttering, and, whether it's your home or, your journals or whatever it is, it's a great thing. So that's the one thing that I wanted to talk to you about. The second thing I wanted to talk to you about was, I was also listening to a podcast again the other day, and it said, what do we want success to feel like? Not so much like what we want it to look like. A lot of times we get here on Facebook and social media and just a lot of different things, and we're following different people, and they're very successful, and we see them doing the things that they're doing, and that's great. And sometimes we forget what we really are doing, whatever we're doing for. And that statement that she said on that podcast, what do we want success to feel like? And I put feel in capital letters. What do we want it to feel like? Because, we can be really successful. I was in this company, a network marketing company, several years ago, and I thought it was really cool and everything. But the higher up I got, the higher up I got in that company, it felt like I was having to work more. And so, you know, what do I want success to feel like? Well, we want it to feel like we have a peaceful life. That's for me anyway. I don't want it to feel cluttered, and I don't want it to feel like I'm even busier than I was. And so that's another good thought for you to think about. The first was about clutter. The second, I see Marcy is on here, my good friend Marcy, and she's been decluttering. And I've been following your posts, and I think that's so cool. Decluttering your life and just getting rid of it. Because, you know, like when we're thinking about it, then it almost is like it clutters our mind, where like, I don't know about you, but like I can't function, you know, I can't function whenever I have so much clutter in my brain, or, you know, when I'm thinking about all the stuff that's around the house. So the third thing was that I was going to talk to you about. So we talked about clutter, and we talked about success, and, you know, how exactly do we want, what exactly, hi Gracie, what exactly do we want success to feel like? That's one of the things I wanted to drill into today, because sometimes we feel like we have to be, you know, feeling like we have to be like everybody else. You know, our numbers on our Amazon sales page, we want to be up here, and, you know, really we're fine whenever we're somewhere else, when we don't need to be comparing ourselves to others. And so I think that that's so important to realize. I'm going to repeat that statement for those who are just coming on again. What do we want success to feel like, rather not so much like it looks like? And so I just think that that's so important. That's a great thought for you guys to think about throughout the day, because success to us may not be what success is to everybody else. For some, success might just be cleaning out a room, or it might be going, like my daughter-in-law is taking my grandkids to the zoo today. To me, that's success. She's spending time with her kids. You know, she's a great mom. And, you know, sometimes we just feel like, oh, we got to go and, you know, be busy from the 5 o'clock in the morning all the way to 10 at night. Hi, Lena. We feel like we have to be busy, and that's what makes us successful. And that's not always true. Success could mean having a great conversation with one of your kids. It could mean having a great conversation with your mom, or spending an afternoon with your mom, or whatever. So, you know, what really, I'm so about that. You know what? I'm going to show you this saying that's on my wall. And it says, you know, I don't know if you can see that. Enjoy the little things in life, for someday you will realize they were the things. And I see this every day in my life. And, you know, we, just because we don't have the big cars and the big house and, you know, the extra homes and all this extra money, are we happy? And sometimes being simple is happy. Sometimes it's just, you know, having a grandbaby sit on your lap to be happy. We don't feel like we have to have $1 million. You know, money is great, you know, it can do a lot of things, but sometimes we place so much emphasis on making money that we lose all of the importance of what's really important. Our kids, our family, you know, spending time with other people. You know, I think, and you know, I guess this has just been, you know, on my mind lately and on my heart, and that is, sometimes we're so busy thinking that it's going to make us happier by having more things in our life, you know, a boat, a four-wheeler, another house, you know, a bigger pool or whatever. When in reality, it's really the simple things. And I'm going to show you one more saying that's on my wall, where it says, I don't know if you can see that, but it basically says simplify. And I see that in my office every single day, and it reminds me of that. And, you know, some of the most simple things in life is success to me, you know, because you have no worries, and you're not worrying about everything. Because every time we put one more thing into our life, every time we open up another email and add another business into our life, or one more task than we're doing, think about that. It's taking us away from what we're already doing. So we only have so much time and so much energy in the day, that once that energy is taken and placed over here, and I'm talking to myself, by the way, once we take that energy and start putting it over here, you know, we only have so much that we can give and that we can do. So it's so important to realize, it's like, man, I spent a lot of time on that one. The last thing I was going to talk to you about today is patience. Those of you who know, I've had this knee injury, and I've had it since December the 26th. And I finally had some prolotherapy on Saturday. It's supposed to really help strengthen it to where hopefully I can start limping on it and just walking on. I cannot wait for the day that I can walk again. But in the meantime, it's been learning how to be patient. And I think we can apply that to other things, not just about my knee, but it can be maybe like, you know, we are in such a hurry sometimes to do certain things that we are not patient. And we don't realize that that patience is helping us to basically be in store for better things, more, you know, things in our life that, I don't know, this last 8 or 9 weeks that I've been off, you know, I've really learned so much about myself. That's right, Lena. You're awesome on here. You always have so many good things to say. The secret to life is giving, learning how to be patient. And it's made me stop. It's made me slow down. And I think that had to happen in my life because, you know, I'm always running a million miles an hour. But it's made me stop to realize, you know, I play the piano more. I was just playing the piano last night with my daughter because she's going to sing in some presentation on Sunday. But sometimes we need to realize that, you know, we have to be patient. We have to be patient in our business. Sometimes, you know, we're like hurrying to get through something that we're rushing through to get it done, and it's not being done right, and we're not being patient. Or we need to be patient and really, for those of you who believe in, you know, giving back or getting back from the universe and you know, having your affirmations and such, we have to be patient. So being a mom of 8 has made me learn so much patience over the years, and just, you know, just everything, all the way from the little things that they need me for. And, you know, it's just, you have to realize, I guess, you know, I talk about this a lot, and it's stopping and being, and just appreciating the things that are around you. And that takes patience, you know, like with my kids. And just like, can you imagine having like 8 kids, like they call you or they email you and they're all saying mom at the same time. And I've learned over the years, you know, that I show my kids so much love and so much patience. I try to anyway. Not perfect at it at all. Anyway, there you go. Hopefully you got something from this video. It's clutter, success, and patience that we've talked about today. And for those of you who haven't, you know, been to my business page, is at Joy Packard. Well, it's facebook.com/Joy Packard Mompreneur. I'll put the link in later. Thank you for all the love and the hearts. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you taking out the time of your day, because, you know, a lot of these videos I do because it's like what I have. It's almost like a journal for me. It's like, this is what I'm thinking about, and I think it can help somebody, and so that's why I always share with you. So, Kit, let's see. Yes, I totally agree. Yes, Lena, I'm actually have a course date. Well, my course right now is, I'm actually working on it, but it's simplezonseller.com, and you can get on the early notification list. And I'll put the link in here as well when I'm done. But thank you for asking. I have a launch date of April the 10th, but this knee thing has really slowed me down. But I am working on it as quick as I can daily, and I know that there's a lot of people waiting, and it's been a whirlwind. But it is one of those things that I had to be patient with. You know, I could just rush through it and make it terrible, but I hope that it can help you as well. I hope you guys have as beautiful weather as we do here in Houston today. I wish I was at the beach today, and maybe I'll have to go there soon. I'm actually supposed to be in Dallas at ClickFunnels or Funnel Hacking Live, and I had to cancel that because of this knee thing. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope this has helped you in some way. Thank you, Lena. I appreciate you so much. And you guys have an awesome day, and I hope that you can have some of these things apply in your life. Take care. Bye.